Hi, this is Laura Turner, and today we're going to talk about how to pull an all-nighter. We have all been there before. We all don't want to go there again. But if you're facing yourself, you're facing an all-nighter in the face, you're going to want to follow a couple of key pieces of advice so that you don't actually just, sort of conk out and fall asleep. My first piece of advice is to eat something, but don't overeat. All of my advice today about this stuff is going to be sort of everything in moderation. Make sure that you eat foods that are, high in nutrients. Don't eat a lot of, junk food. It's just going to make you feel bloated and tired. Next, drink enough coffee to stay awake, but don't drink too much coffee. My first all-nighter, I had a very tall cup of basically just espresso. And I drank it all, and I was so wired for the rest of the night that I couldn't concentrate on anything, and I was sort of flitting from one thing to the next, and I got nothing done. So make sure you don't drink too much coffee. Next, keep hydrated. Drink lots of water. Water is probably going to be the most important thing for you to drink because it's not going to give you any excess sugar. It's just going to keep you sort of concentrating on being awake, feeling good, and drinking water is good. Next, get comfortable, but not too comfortable. Sometimes if you're wearing your pajamas to the study, it's very nice to wear them while you're studying. But if you're going to pull an all-nighter, I would actually suggest wearing your clothes because that's going to, for most people, force you to actually get out of your clothes in order to fall asleep rather than just falling asleep in your pajamas because you're already in them and you're studying in them. Next piece of advice. You can actually, if you don't want to do it in your own home, if you think it's going to help you, go to a public place and stay there as long as possible to study. Stay in the library as long as you can stand it because other people around you will help you to stay awake and it will give you a little bit more oomph to your studying. And finally, keep music or other noise going to keep yourself awake. And also make sure it's not very, stressful music. Classical music is good because it's not as, you don't want ambient music that's going to put you to sleep, but you want some music that's going to keep you concentrated, and classical music is pretty much the music to keep you concentrated while you're studying. So don't stress yourself out with your music. Okay? And hopefully you can follow these pieces of advice and that will help you to pull your all-nighter successfully.